What's up guys, welcome to another video. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm going to be looking at some new motors. They are the AF227 by Axis Flying, but not just that, they are the Racing Edition, not to be confused with the classic AF227s, which are my favourite motor of choice. And I just want to point something out. These Racing Edition motors are not a V2 of these classic AF227s. They're simply the Racing Edition. So I think they're targeted at racers, but I'm going to freestyle them because why not, eh? So I'm going to look at them and compare. So first things first, I noticed that they look slightly different in colour. So this original one is quite shiny and the top is kind of silvery, greyish, whereas this one is a more matte colour and it's got red on the spokes at the top, which looks kind of cool. The Racing Edition also, I've noticed, is a unibell design, whereas this classic one, if you've been using it, you would know it's in two pieces. So one thing that will be interesting to me is whether or not that will have any effect on durability, because a couple of times in the past, I have actually managed to separate those two pieces in really bad crashes. Something else I noticed, because it's a unibell design, it's slightly less tall. Another thing to point out is that these Racing Edition motors have high temperature resistant enamel coated wiring. So that means you should burn less of these than you would of these. Having said that, in almost 3 years that I've been using these Axis motors, I've only ever burnt one. So, I mean, maybe it won't make a huge difference to me, but it's a really nice feature to have. And it's probably because I'm quite anal with changing my props. But if you're the type of person who's a bit lazy changing props, you fly with bent or broken props a lot, then, you know, that might help you a lot. So something else to note is that if we open these motors up, and here's some I opened earlier, we can look at the stators and see if there's any difference between them here. So on this new Racing Edition, I can see that the bearing itself is kind of depressed down inside the motor, whereas with the original one it's kind of flush, and then you've got this circular ring that kind of comes up out of the motor out the top. So that means if I look inside the bell of this Racing Edition, there's kind of like a circular piece of metal protruding downwards, and then that slots nicely on top of the bearing, so everything's kind of covered inside. So I wonder if that's going to make the bearing itself more resistant to dust, and it will just make the motor slightly more durable on the insides. I don't know, that will be interesting to see. And then if I look at the bells and compare the two from the Racing to the Classic Edition, I can see they've still both got the same spacers and O-rings like before, and the holes and the design of the spokes and everything seems to be pretty similar. So they've got their differences, but they're also pretty similar in a number of ways. And I guess that's why they've kind of kept the name AF227 instead of branding it as a completely different motor. So the only thing left to really do, apart from take it out and send it, is to check the weights. So I'm going to see whether this Racing Edition is lighter, because I know racers like lighter quads, don't they? So the Racing motor's coming in at about 34.9, and the Classic is coming in at the exact same weight, which I guess is not that surprising considering they're both branded as the AF series motors. But yeah, anyway, the only other thing I'll say is that with the Racing Edition, you get one extra motor screw, which is great because who doesn't like spares, eh? Anyway, the only thing left to do now is put it on a quad, take it out and send it. So I've just arrived at the spot and I've got my quads here, two almost identical Supafly Juicemodes, and on one I've got the classic AF227s and on the other one I've got the new AF227 Racing Edition motors. And on this one I've actually put 4 brand new motors of the classic ones on, just so I can feel what it's like to fly with fresh motors, because it's been a long time and I know a lot of you have been commenting on my videos saying look how bashed up those motors are. Well, I got new ones, and then I'm gonna send this one up first for a few warm-up packs, and then I'm gonna test the new Racing Edition motors. So let's get into it with the classics first. Nice to flow new motors. So sick, and it's insanely windy. Wind is getting stronger. Oh, I did it! Oh man, I freaking did it as well. Alright, so I've flown a couple of warm-up packs with the AF227 Classics. They feel so good, especially when they're new motors. Oh, just so good. I just crashed, as you saw, and as I went to pick up my quad, I got stung in the face by a bee. Right here, so it's throbbing at the moment, but I'm going to persevere. I don't think the bee wants me here, but I don't care. I'm going to send it, and now this time I'm going to send up the new motors and see how they feel. All right, first flights. Feels smooth already. Oh yeah, it feels freaking good. Oh, this feels so insanely smooth. Off. No, I did not just do that. My God. This is with the new motors, first pack. What the hell is going on? That was insane. These feel so smooth and locked. God, that was crazy. That was one of the craziest things I've ever done, I think. Trippy spin. Oh no, in the bush. All right, so I just did first pack with this thing, or half a pack before I crashed, and got one of the most crazy tricks that I've been trying to get for the longest time and just couldn't get. First pack with these, I get it. How insane is that? Anyway, so far they're feeling smooth and amazing and locked. You saw the dive. I mean, it's the power of these things, I think, the racing motors. So anyway, I'm just going to keep sending it, explore the spot a bit, and just have some fun. So locked. Loving them. Oh, sorry, I didn't see there. I was just checking my many stocks and shares in my office here, my personal office here at the spot. Anyway, let me get back to the video. So I'm going to give you my conclusions on what I thought after a day of flying these AF227 Racing Edition motors. And sorry if you can hear the noise in the background. It is a bit noisy. There's some kind of event going on. I didn't sanction an event to be held right near my office, but you know, I also didn't sanction a bee to sting me in the face, but these things happen. Anyway, what did I think of these new motors? I really, really loved them. No surprise. They are everything that I have come to know and love from the AF227 classic motors, but if it's possible, I found them even smoother and even more enjoyable to fly. So I'm going to continue to fly them once I fix this ESC problem. And yeah, just really, really loved them. And not one complaint at all. And that's not just because I'm a bit of an Axis fanboy. I actually absolutely love all their gear. But yeah, they're really great motors. Recommend trying them for yourself. I'm going to get back to some work here, so can you please just... Bye.